All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I was watching some of these card reader ladies, and I was interested in this stuff to see if it would help solve the case because the authorities now are trying to say that they use these psychics and card readers and everything. So I've been watching it myself uh, to see if there's anything in it. Right? Are these people either connected to this ring, or are they? Do they know about something and they're telling the world about it or whatever, just to make sure if something happens to them, uh, that we have a track to where to start investigating. Um, so we're going to play a little bit of this. Now, I've been watching a couple of these ladies within this tarot card stuff or whatever they call it. I don't know. A lot of people say it's the work of the devil. A lot of people say no, these are spiritual people by God, right? So we're caught in the middle of it, right? We're caught in the middle of it. So I'm trying to see if there is anything to it, right? Can it solve a case? And I think they said that a couple of these people have solved cases, but it's very interesting. So let's listen to a little bit of this real quick. Hold on a minute. Let me find it. No, I'm not going to show it, but we're going to listen to it. You'll be able to hear what she's saying and everything. All right, hold on a minute. And folks, this is a movie channel, okay? Everything I say is all movies, right? I'll tell you when it's real, like my case, the crime cases. Uh, I give my opinion on and stuff like that. I'll tell you the truth on that. Uh, but the rest of this stuff is just all made up, improvising. And they're like, "You can't do that. You're gonna go to prison. You're gonna." No, it's called I live in America. I was born and raised there. Uh, and it's my freedom to do whatever. And just because I don't have $200 trillion does not mean that I can't make my own movie uh, and produce my own movie and write my own movie. I mean, you people really need to wake up, but I think we're gonna wake you up here pretty soon. All right, let me see if I can find this, and we'll hear some of these things. Oh, hold on a minute. All right, let me see something here. Hold on a minute. Now, I can tell you this much, folks. And Doug. It is against the law in America to copy, to forge anything in America. So I'm just putting that out. I'm just letting you know that these people have their own printers and they just print shit out as they want, right? Warrants, fake police reports, uh, wills, you name it, deeds. It is, and we've been telling you folks that the fleecing of America, that is actually what's going on. All right, let's listen to some of this.
We are picking up on the energy of secretly married. Now, this is a bit confusing because all of the time we pick up on the energy where there are some of us in the collective who are secretly married and we don't even know. So, this could be what's going on. However,
For YouTube records, government records, I've never been married in my life. Uh, and there would be documentation of that marriage. I was never married in my whole life. So just getting that out there for YouTube records, FBI records, Homeland Security records, Pentagon records, Congress, Senate, all their records. I have never been married in my life legally or anyone. I've never been married to anyone legally or not.
this could also just be someone else who's secretly married to another person.
Better
Either
than
way,
me.
could be both, for different ones of us. But then we are picking up The Boy Is Mine. The boy is mine.
The girl can sing.
Yeah.
That spirit
Either
lady
way
can
this
sing.
goes, collective,
She
there's
can
someone
sing.
here who's very jealous, very
Jealous.
territorial over an energy here. But the kicker is the fact that this boy, this is someone who has sick fantasies. And not only that, they are a serial cheater. Then we are picking up.
Now, why should a boy have sick fantasies? Well, I have no idea. That might be their upraising, it might be mental health, it could be parasites in their brain, whatever. It could be somebody doing magic on them, witchery, sacrifice, who knows? But why are they having uh, sick fantasies? A child, that ain't right.
Up the angel number 555, which is all about drastic change. This situation is about to change. And again, collective, it's like you are somehow mixed up in this, and you might not even know how, because again, secret marriages and whatnot. But regardless, you are one of a kind, you are special, you are different. It is what it is. And I feel like this person who's feeling jealous and territorial, they do not like you, collective. They do
I'm used
not
to it.
like this about you. We have the name Smith.
Smith.
Then we
Now,
are
I want
picking
to
up
touch on that.
open.
I want to touch on that, recap that. Now, this name Smith has been popping up in all kinds of cases and all kinds of people's mouths when they get brought in or questioned or everything. Plus, we are dealing with now that we found out through Keegan Klein that he lived with the Smiths, knew the Smiths, and yada yada. I don't know if he was getting drugs from the Smiths or whatever. Who knows? Some biker dude or something. I'm not sure. But it's popping up all over. It's also popping up all over in cases in Illinois. It's popping up all over within the police system. Now, from what I can tell in the intel that I found out, was it's possible this guy, whoever this guy is, who knows? We might have been sitting with him in this small little town in a bar. We might have been jamming out with him when I saw him. We don't know. There's so many Smiths. It's a very common name. We have no idea who it is, nor do we care really. But this name is popping up everywhere. Okay. Okay. So what's up with it? Why, where, how? I don't know. But it's very well possible that maybe this person or their family or somebody is connected to the politics or police. And that's how they've been getting away with this for so long. And that's why certain people that were involved in the Delphi case and their families have been attacking people, right? I know they were looking for the Weavers. They were looking for a lot of these guys, the Smiths, Johnny Fields, or whatever his name is, Jesse Fields and Johnny Messer, or Patrick Swayze, or wait, whatever the guy's name is. Uh, I know this much. I had nothing to do with it, but I was investigating the Delphi case, so that's about it. That's all I had to do with it. So, but this name is popping up all over the place. Why? And why are these people uh, uh, giving up these names? Right? Probably because these are might be the masterminds of the madness.
Books, not legs, blow minds, not guides. You see, these are people, collective, who tried to make you out to be a whore, period, poo. They could have even taken it as far as to say that you are a prostitute. However, it is very clear and evident that you are not. And this also makes them angry
I'm not a
because
prostitute.
these are
Thank God.
people, collective, who swore that they were above you. They're not. And they are desperate for something to stay the same. But again, change is coming. This situation is not staying the same, whatever it might be. We have the name Brianna or Brianna. We're also picking up on an adult who will be caught trying to talk to a minor online. We have the year
Now, there's
2006
another
could be
thing,
relevant.
folks. There's another thing I want to put up. We are seeing a lot within this drama crime sector on YouTube. These people are literally setting people up. They are, uh, no, I think they tried to set Cyrax up, some dude on YouTube, where he was talking to what he thought was an adult with an adult photo, but it wasn't. It was a kid, they're saying. And I can see how that's very possible, right? Because you don't know who's behind the account that you're on YouTube with. The law on YouTube is you're supposed to use your real name with a Google account and your real face, a real photo of your face. That's the way it should be, uh, but it's not. So you got a lot of these fake people now, whether they're government trying to set people up, which is entrapment. Especially if you brought it in front of the courts, they'd be like, "Well, this face on this account looks like they're a 50-year-old woman, right?" But you're saying it's a 13-year-old girl. So yeah, that's entrapment, right? You're making that gentleman or that Cyrax dude think that he's talking to a woman. Now, I don't know if that's the truth. He might have been talking to a young girl. He might have knew it. But the face on the account was an adult face, right? And they might be using that as a diversion, meaning uh, anyone that looks at that account is going to think it's an older woman or whatever, uh, and not a young kid. Now, these traffickers, these pedos, they might be using that tactic to talk to each other, right? They know that that's not a 50-year-old woman account, it's a young kid account. But the rest of us, the rest of the world, the government, the authorities, we don't know that until we figure out and put the dots together and get all the data back. To us, it's just a 50-year-old woman. So these pedo people and these drug cartels and that these people are talking about might be using that technique to actually communicate with each other, right, through the internet and through the web. Like I said, we've been tracking a lot of these YouTube accounts who are not who they say they were. And they literally are stealing everything and trying to set people up as they leave. It's almost like the Batman and Joker movie, right? The Joker's taking out people. He does the job, and as he's leaving, he's taking people out to cover his tracks. So, and that's what we're seeing here in our country, the greatest country in the world. the United States. Now let's get back to this.
It. There's someone here who has hidden addictions.
Hidden
This
addiction,
is some sort of a fake and phony prophet.
fake and phony prophet.
And they are very nosy because we've got remember to keep your nose on your face. This
Yeah,
person is always in everyone else's business.
yeah. Stay out of
And
my business.
especially yours, collective. I feel like this is someone who's afraid of you, simply put.
No need to be afraid
Yeah,
of
this
me.
is some sort of an evil karmic mother or father who's been
Now I'm trying to figure out what this karmic is. They keep saying I'm gonna have to look that up on Google because I keep hearing from these ladies, these card reader ladies, uh, karmic. Now I don't know what that means. So she's saying it's an evil karmic mother and daughter or something like that. Botsy twins, right? Go figure.
exposed. They've been exposed in a big way. This is someone who's now being exposed for being a big time evil witch or warlock.
Evil witch or warlock.
Yeah. There's someone who could live in a suburb collective. And this is someone who could be crying because they know that they are about to be included in some indictments. We have the name Kim. We have the name Shell.
Ooh, Shell.
There's
Hold
someone
on.
here who messed.
We have the name Kim and Shell, right? Now, if you've been on YouTube and you've watched anything about Summer Wells, who was the main character in that whole shindig, right? Ernie Shell. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, who's Kim? I don't know. Kim might be a woman or Kim could be a man. Uh, I ran into a couple uh, people that were dudes named Kim. They were bikers. So, I don't know.
The church's money up.
Someone took from the
Whether
church's
they
money.
embezzled some money, maybe they stole some money, maybe they switched around some money they had no business switching around, either way. God has shown someone the truth
He sure did.
about this person. We're also picking up on a drug smuggler who's going to be busted.
Drug smuggler.
We
is
have the
gonna be
angel number.
busted. Okay. So now what I'm asking is who are these card readers? Are they affiliated to anybody? And the only reason I ask that is because there's a good chance that some of these card readers are tipping off people within this reading or whatever, right? There's going to be a drug puss. She's putting out names, right? There's going to be a drug puss. I got names. These are the names. Now, are they tipping these people off or are they letting the authorities know, hey, go this way? They're pointing people to the direction, hey, these are the people, right? We're not sure.
764.
This is not a scam. The Health Food Allowance
Everything's a scam.
card is available for those on Medicare. This card can be worth a lot per year that can be used at your favorite supermarket.
These people they're losing it, collective, because they won't leave you alone.
They won't leave
keep
me alone.
attacking you, and
I
you
know they
keep
keep
doing your
attacking.
return to senders.
Let's return it
And
all
they
to
are
the
knocking
sender.
these
I don't
people
want it.
on their asses, plain and simple. For some of whoa, I'm sorry. For some of you, collective, your mother or father could have passed away, and no one cared to tell you, whether it's biological, step, foster, who knows.
And why would they do that? Why would they not tell you that your family passed away? Well, there's numerous reasons: money, properties, uh, you name it, wills. Yeah, yeah. And these people, we've seen them go as far as put lookalikes in. They look just like them, but it ain't, right? Especially if you haven't seen your family in a long time. People move. They move halfway across the world, whatever. They don't talk to their family for 6 months, a year, whatever. Something happens, right? These people are that crazy where it's almost like they're watching us. And then somebody passes away and they enter what? The impersonator. And they make you think that they're still alive. Now, how many cases on YouTube did I watch where we were interviewing uh, older ladies and even younger people saying that they got a call from one of their family members and it sounded just like them, that they needed help and they needed money, right? And they talk. We've seen one video on YouTube where a lady for 6 months was sending money to these people, thinking it was her grandson in another state, and it turned out her grandson called her one day and said, "No, that's not me, Grandma." And she's like, "What are you talking about? I just talked to you the other day." And the guy was like, "That wasn't me, Grandma." And she explained, and the kid called the cops, or well, he wasn't a kid, but he was an adult. But and then she also called the police, and she was sending money, and they said, and she swears it was my grandson. I know it was it sounded just like my grandson. And that's how good the devil is in America. That's how good the devil is, and these witches and sorcerers and all this stuff, where it actually sounded like her grandchild, and she was pumping out money, and it wasn't. It was someone else, and they were getting rich off of her.
There's someone here who feels like the devil is reaching for them, and that's because he is.
Be
Again,
gone,
these
Satan.
people should have left you alone. You walk with an army. We have the name Christy.
Christy.
There's
Uh-oh,
someone
that's
collective who's
government.
plotting a grand entrance back into your life.
Ain't no one coming back into
And I
mine.
feel like they are going to offer you some sort of money, but this is blood money. And the Holy Spirit is warning you, do not take the blood money. Now, this is coming.
Well, how are these people supposed to know it's blood money, right? What if a lawyer comes knocking at their door and says, "Mr. Kramer, a family member died, and here's a boatload of money"? Now we're suffering already, and you're saying to these people we shouldn't be taking that money because it's blood money. How is an everyday citizen supposed to know that's blood money? We don't. It's a catch-22. We're danged if we do, we're danged if we don't. Right? Now, most people, if something like that happened, you would believe the government. You would believe the lawyer or the insurance company or whatever it was that whatever, right? You did a song 20 years ago and in another country. It's huge, but you never received any money, right? You got money coming, but it's from another country, right? How are we to know that it's blood money? No, it's I don't know. And no, and most Americans, what are they going to do? They're going to take it because they have no idea. A starving musician that wrote a song 10 years ago, 20 years ago, uh, it's huge somewhere else, or someone stole it or whatever, and someone found out about it, and you got a buttload of money coming. They knock on your door, and here's your money. Turns out you're somebody. Well, what would I do? I'd probably take it. I'm poor. Been poor my whole life. Used, abused. All right, let's continue.
Coming from someone collective who loves you. They genuinely, authentically love you. And they can't believe it. They can't even believe that they are in love with you because this has never happened before.
It's a demonic demon.
Yeah, they don't want for anyone else to ever touch you.
Yeah, well, it just so happens
Yes, you, the one who
that
could be
person,
being poisoned through fast food, or
it just so happens that person that loves you madly is literally your mother's soul or your father's. If you're a man, or it depends, right? Demonic shit. This is Illuminati shit that they've been doing in America. You think you meet a woman and you're sleeping with a woman, and literally she's possessed with a family member's soul or some witch or something. Yeah, this is. It's no wonder America's in the shitter.
Walmart food, right? There are a lot of people here who
Now, I agree with this little lady on this point. Uh, I agree with her. She said Walmart food could be poisoned or whatever. That's true. Why? Because most of the food is not properly inspected, and it ain't if it's prepared here in America. Uh, Probably not inspected at all. I mean, we've seen this numerous times. That's why there's many recalls. Uh, you know what their system is? We're going to pump this food out. Well, we have no idea if it's good or not. We'll wait on the public to tell if it's good. If we start getting a bunch of people that are sick, well, then we know the food's probably bad. That's their system now. They did away with all the old ways. So I believe the little lady when it comes to that. Yes, it's very possible the food we're eating is poisoned. It's very possible that these fast food restaurants have terrorists or very evil people working there. And yes, I can pull up many videos to show you that these people poison people. Gas station food, McDonald's. I don't know how many times, how many videos we have of these people uh, that worked at McDonald's and they were poisoning people. It turns out it was a big group, like a gang or something, and that's how they did it. And they continue to do it in America.
who are very unbalanced. We have the name Wilford. Wilford.
I don't know anyone named
They are
Wilford.
unbalanced because they have undiagnosed mental illnesses.
Undiagnosed
And
mental
it's
illness.
funny, Collective, because this is what they tried to say about you, the one who was born into the darkness but chose the light. God.
I do have a mental illness. Not gonna lie there. I've had a couple of major accidents in my day. Uh, the one that really did damage was the one when I was younger. But yeah, mental illness is real, folks. Concussions can bring on mental illness. Uh, Parasites can bring on mental illness. Cancer can bring on mental illness. Pain can bring on mental illness. Drugs can bring on mental illness, right? Get help, seek help, uh, and remember, it's all in your head. Train your brain. Train your brain to realize what's real and what's not real. Let's continue.
God protects you. God
Amen.
protects
All
you
glory goes to
from these
God. Thanks
people
for
who
another
have
day, Lord.
no moral compasses.
No compasses.
You're also being encouraged to think positively, Collective. Do not allow for negative thoughts to block the blessings that you are about to receive because you really are about to receive them. We have the name Creed. There's someone here who could be shy and insecure.
All right, this feels almost illegal to know, but our windows were so old and just desperately needed to be replaced.
Well, if it's too good to be true, it's probably illegal.
Fully convicted in the past and this is getting sorted out, or if they kind of like wrongfully accused you in the past
We
and
missed
this is
a
getting
couple things.
sorted out, or because you really are about to receive them. We have the name Creed.
Creed.
There's someone here who could be shy and insecure.
Please,
And
Lord, tell me.
I don't know, collective. I don't know if this is someone who was wrongfully convicted in the past and this is getting sorted out,
Well, that was me,
or
all right.
if they kind of like wrongfully accused you of doing something.
They blame
Either
me for
way,
every effing
this
thing in this
person will
country.
be coming to you to apologize. We have the name Burkhart.
Oh, Burkhart.
And they're coming to apologize because they are no longer in denial. This could actually be a cousin who has heavy Virgo in their chart. They
Them
are going
cousins.
to approach you with some truth. This could be someone who drives a Pontiac, collective, or they could be telling you some truth about someone who drives a Pontiac. Either way.
Uh-huh.
Some of this truth is about corrupt people in the justice system. The justice system will be exposed for trying to cover up a massive crime against you.
Well, I got news for this government. You should have never stole my money. Now, if you haven't realized who I am, I'm Johnny Quest. So I've been on this quest for 50 years, right? Well, not 50, probably about 40, right? Probably about 40 years. And yeah, nah, you kidding me? If a gnat shits on the sidewalk, they blame me around here. In this country, I got to do everything.
Yeah, it's like they tried to help someone out. They tried to hide a crime that someone commit against you. This is someone who looks down on you.
Looks
So
down
critical.
on me. I got a lot of them people around
But
me.
yeah, it's like they helped this person steal something massive from you.
Yeah.
But you are going to get this. Whenever you see the size of the blessing that's coming, you will then understand why they all came so hard for you, collective.
Money.
There's someone here who's not following through, I think, with this original plan. Praise God. And the person that came up with this original plan, this could be someone who's passing around explicit photos of you and videos. This is hidden camera footage. Detroit could be relevant.
Mom, I know that ain't here because I've tore this place apart many times after I found that uh, bug in my car. And I got an RF sniffer, so I don't see anything where there could be a hidden camera here. Uh, Not a zero. Not here. And if there is any footage, they must have knocked me out or something, or drugged me or something, and did whatever to me. And then I came to. No one was around, maybe.
For some of you, collective, music is your destiny. And we have a stepsister here who forged your signature.
Yeah,
This
geez.
is a stepsister who's been playing the victim, but playing the victim has failed. Wah, wah.
You know what? 10 times, or 9 out of 10 times, these people ain't even related to me. They just say they are. They just say that. I've met 3, 4 people. I'm your sister. That ain't my sister. I met my sister. What do you mean you're my sister? I know my family members, right? Well, this is what happens when they drug you, when they DMT you, LSD you, uh, when there's a lot of money involved, property, yada yada yada. Yeah, they'll make you out to be crazy. They'll make you out to be everything. They'll come up with people. Oh, you know him, right? And they all go along with it. Oh yeah, we know. Don't you remember? No, no, I don't remember you, and you don't know me. Saying hello to somebody at the gas station or the grocery store does not mean you know them. This is going to get pretty ugly. Hunker down.
Yeah, we've got a karmic energy here who has officially snapped. We have the name Jerry.
I want to buy
Jerry.
your house. I can pay you cash for your house no matter what condition it's in.
Sure you could.
If you need to sell your house for any reason, click
I
the button
bet.
under this video to see if my offer is right for you.
Sure.
We make the process of selling your house easy and simple. No commissions, no fees.
Oh, sure.
We are picking up on a pool room, could be significant.
Pool room.
These people are snapping because all of the black magic that they have paid for, it's backfiring.
Black
It
magic.
is backfiring
This is-
onto these people.
This is all, and this is what these people are talking about when they get picked up, is these people paid them. And this black magic stuff and everything, and witchery and sorcery, right? Yeah. Crazy. That's what I say. I have a disability. I'm like, these people are crazy. They need help and medication, right? Because I used to be there. I know what they're talking about, but this stuff is true. That this is what these people are doing. I think they said something that Michael Jackson was even trying to get rid of somebody or put a curse on somebody. Yeah, that's what these people do. They even go to other countries to do it. We must stop this magic, evil and witchery and sorcery, whatever it is, on earth. That should be our next campaign.
People who want to hurt you.
Well, I know
We
they
have
want to
name
hurt me. They about
Hodge.
killed me.
We are also picking up on an investigative journalist.
Shh,
Now,
I'm
this
not.
journalist collective, they know a lot of information. They know all about some planned robbery attempt against you.
Oh, they were going to
Yeah, they
hit me
sure do.
again.
And whoever's planning this robbery, these are also people that are stealing your content and making a hell of a lot of money from it.
They sure
Because
are.
again,
That's
these
why I'm
are
watching
people
these
that want
production
for
companies
you
on
to
YouTube.
suffer.
They want
But
me to
especially
suffer.
someone who could have a
Oh, they're going to suffer. Okay. That's exactly why we have these people watching these crime channels, sector drama, production channels, and all kinds of stuff and everything. I'm a lot like Gene Simmons. I got tons and tons of people watching. All right, I got to go, folks. We're going to end this. We'll pick it back up. Now, is there any truth to any of this stuff? There might be. There's a lot of officials and government people saying they're using psychics and psychic readers and stuff like that to solve crimes. So it might be. Now, whether they're connected to God or the devil, whatever, but if all the dots connect in a murder case and these people are connecting it, then it might work and they might solve the case. So I will be back shortly. God bless everyone. And Lord, thanks for another day. And I also want to remind you folks to keep an eye on the weather. Well, you got some bad weather coming. So, and chances of storms today and tomorrow, I think. So be safe. God bless. I'll be back.